Welcome to the exploration of the Beaverhall Group, a collective of talented artists. Let's dive into their world and discover their contributions to art. Our journey begins with an introduction to the artists who were part of this remarkable group. Each name represents a unique story and artistic journey. The Beaverhall Group was formed in 1920 in Montreal. This group of artists, both men and women, were pioneers in the Canadian art scene, known for their modernist approach. Despite facing challenges, the Beaverhall Group continued to thrive and influence the art world. Their legacy is celebrated in various exhibitions and publications. For further reading, you can explore the book The Beaverhall Group and Its Legacy by Evelyn Walters, available online. Mabel May, born in 1877, was a prominent member of the Beaverhall Group. Her journey in art began in Montreal, where she developed a keen interest in painting. Mabel May's work often depicted scenes of Montreal and its surroundings. Her focus on light and atmosphere brought her paintings to life. In 1915, Mabel May was recognized by the Royal Canadian Academy of Arts. Her paintings often featured women in everyday settings, capturing their strength and grace. Mabel May's technique was influenced by the Impressionists. Her work with the Beaverhall Group showcased her ability to blend light and color beautifully. Mabel May's landscapes were known for their realism and understanding of light. Her painting Melting Snow is a testament to her skill in capturing nature. Mabel May continued to exhibit her work with the Beaverhall Group and other art societies. Her contributions to Canadian art were significant and lasting. After the Beaverhall Group disbanded, Mabel May joined other art groups and continued to exhibit her work. Her legacy lives on through her beautiful paintings. Ethel Seath, another key member of the Beaverhall Group, was born in 1879. Her artistic journey was marked by her unique style and dedication to her craft. Ethel Seath's work often depicted everyday scenes with a touch of whimsy. Her illustrations for various publications showcased her versatility as an artist. Ethel Seath was involved in various art societies and exhibitions. Her work was recognized both locally and internationally, cementing her place in art history. Ethel Seath's paintings often featured vibrant colors and dynamic compositions. Her work with the Beaverhall Group highlighted her innovative approach to art. Ethel Seath continued to create and exhibit her work until her later years. Her contributions to the art world were celebrated through numerous exhibitions. Mabel Lockerbie, born in 1882, was another influential member of the Beaverhall Group. Her work often featured bold colors and expressive forms. Mabel Lockerbie's paintings were known for their rich textures and vibrant colors. Her work was exhibited in various prestigious galleries and exhibitions. Emily Coonan, born in 1885, was the daughter of William Coonan, a machinist, and Marion Fullerton. She grew up in Pointe-Saint-Charles, Montreal, and studied at the Saint Anne Academy for Girls. Her artistic journey began in 1898 when she registered at the Art Association of Montreal. She later studied under prominent artists like William Brimner and Joseph Jean Charles. In 1913, Emily Coonan received her first travel grant from the National Gallery of Canada. This award allowed her to study and practice art in Europe. Her painting Het Spruikje from 1911 and Les Kinderen from 1914 are notable works from this period. During World War I, Emily Coonan stayed in Europe. where she began to focus on landscape painting. After returning to Canada in 1921, she joined the Beaverhall Groep. Her work was exhibited in various shows, and she became known for her unique style and contributions to Canadian art. In her later years, Emily Koonin painted primarily for family and friends. She lived in her parental home until 1966 and passed away in 1971 at the age of 86 while living with her niece in Montreal. Sarah Robertson, born in 1891 in Montreal, was the daughter of John Armour Robertson and Jessie and Christie. She studied at the Art Association of Montreal and later received a scholarship to study under William Brimner. Her early works were influenced by her teachers and the artistic community in Montreal. Sarah Robertson's paintings, such as Mere and Het Norden from 1924 and Rust from 1926, were exhibited in various Canadian and international shows. She was invited to participate in exhibitions in England and was a member of the Group of Seven. Sarah Robertson's work was known for its vibrant colors and strong compositions. She exhibited in the United States and Canada, and her paintings are part of several prestigious collections. She passed away in 1948, leaving a lasting impact on Canadian art. Kathleen Morris, born in 1893, was the fourth daughter of Montague John Morris and Eliza Howard Bell. She studied at the Art Association of Montreal and later at the Royal Canadian Academy of Arts. Her work was known for its vibrant colors and depictions of urban and rural scenes. Kathleen Morris's paintings, such as View of Beaverhall from 1926 and Craig Street, Montreal from 1929, were well received and exhibited in various galleries. Her work often depicted scenes of daily life in Quebec and Montreal. Kathleen Morris's work was compared favorably to that of A.Y. Jackson. She received several awards and honors throughout her career. Her paintings are part of many important collections, and she continued to paint until her death in 1986. Prudence Heward, born in 1896 in Montreal, was known for her strong and expressive portraits. She studied at the Art Association of Montreal and later in Paris. Her work was influenced by her travels and the artistic community she was part of. Prudence Heward's paintings, such as in Het Theatre from 1928 and De Immigranten from 1929, were known for their emotional depth and strong compositions. She exhibited widely and was a member of the Group of Seven. Prudence Heward's work often depicted women and rural scenes. She was a founding member of the Canadian Group of Painters and continued to paint until her death in 1947. Her work remains influential in Canadian art history. Anne Savage, born in 1896 in Montreal, studied at the Art Association of Montreal and later taught at various institutions. Her work was known for its vibrant colors and depictions of the Canadian landscape. Anne Savage's paintings, such as Vroege Lant, Lake Wanish from 1924 and Totempal from 1927, were exhibited in various galleries and are part of several important collections. She was a member of the Canadian Group of Painters. Anne Savage was a founding member of the Canadian Group of Painters and served as its president. Her work was exhibited widely, and she continued to paint until her death in 1971. Her legacy lives on in the vibrant landscapes she created. Anne Douglas Savage was a prominent Canadian painter known for her vibrant and expressive works. Here are some of her notable paintings from the 1930s and 1940s. Anne Savage dedicated her life to art and education. She was deeply involved in women's rights and art education in Montreal. Her contributions to the art community were significant and long-lasting. Anne Savage's story is captured in the book Anne Savage, The Story of a Canadian Painter, which is available online. Lilias Torrance Newton was another influential Canadian artist, known for her portraits and involvement with the Beaverhall Groep. Her works from the 1920s and 1930s are celebrated for their depth and character. In 1933, Lilias Torrance Newton's work was exhibited by the Canadian Group of Painters. Her art often featured strong, expressive figures and landscapes. Lilias Torrance Newton was recognized for her portraits, including notable figures like Alice Massey. Her work earned her a place in the Canadian art community. Lilias Torrance Newton's portraits are part of major collections across Canada. Her detailed and expressive style made her a prominent figure in Canadian art. Nora Collier, born in Montreal in 1898, was a significant figure in the Canadian art scene. She was known for her vibrant landscapes and involvement with the Beaverhall Groep. Nora Collier's works often depicted serene landscapes and everyday scenes. Her paintings from the 1940s and 1950s are particularly noted for their color and composition. Nora Collier's painting Huisson, Cap à l'Aigle from 1950 is a beautiful example of her ability to capture the essence of Quebec's landscapes. Nora Collier's later works continued to showcase her talent for capturing the beauty of Canadian landscapes. Her paintings from the 1960s and 1970s remain celebrated. Nora Collier cared for her mother until her passing in 1979. Her dedication to both her family and her art was unwavering. Bianca Yost compiled this ebook to highlight the contributions of female artists and ensure their legacies are remembered. Her website offers more information and resources on these artists. The bibliography provides a comprehensive list of sources and references used in the creation of this ebook, ensuring the accuracy and depth of the information presented. Additional references and sources are listed to provide further reading and context for those interested in exploring the works and lives of these artists. Thank you for exploring the lives and works of these remarkable female artists. Their contributions to the art world continue to inspire and influence.